What is going on, guys? It is your boy Cash, and we are here on the actual test server. We are actually here today to give you guys some exclusives, and of course I can only thank the Knights Chronicle Content Creator Program. You guys are out there looking at data mines. Screw that, let's get into actual game. I'm going to show you guys the next upcoming characters coming into the game and all their skills, their animations, all that beautiful stuff. Hope you guys enjoy this. And of course, I will actually have to say it this time, not even just because they want me to, but at the same time, if you guys are really dedicated and passionate about this game, become a creator, because I think some people would definitely be interested into this. There are people that are still commenting on my YouTube, still saying, hey, I just started playing, I just started doing this. If you're especially looking to maybe start doing YouTube, it wouldn't be too bad to start off doing this and then getting access to this stuff and really getting the show and see what's new in the game. So of course there are other things. This is I want to do 2 separate videos if they'll let me. I don't know if they'll let me, but if they let me, I'll do it. Maybe even more than 2. Obviously you guys will know in the future, but what I first want to show is the characters. Absolutely the characters. So first and foremost, we're getting a brand new book in the codex, and it's going to be called The Emperor's Children. And one of the Emperor's Children is Tyrione, the Sweet Poison, and Perina, the Radiant Gem. The reason why I say her name is Tyrione is because that is the pronunciation that they gave me. The way that it is spelled here is, it seems like tyranny or tyranny. I would actually prefer it to be that, to be completely honest. Tyranny sounds way more cooler. But that is just a showcase that you guys, this is a test build. But here she is. I definitely love her name. She is actually going to be the Advent bonus character. We'll be going into that when I am able to do that. I'm currently not able to do the Advent dungeon just because I have to actually rune up the characters. I'm just more excited to look at them and see them move and breathe and all that good stuff. So let's look at her skills. The S1 is going to be called Blade Tail. Inflicts damage equal to 100% of attack to one target, 65% chance to cast Mortal Charm for 5 turns. Mortal Charm makes the target unable to use skills, but is removed when the target receives damage. Ally and enemy turns are counted towards the effect duration. This is just like our adrenaline, if you guys are familiar with that. And the charm is like an actual charm. It actually pretty much works just like a charm, just that instead a charm will stay there until the turn, but this one counts everyone else's turn. There's going to be a reason for that, I promise you. Then we have the S2, which is Blade Fire. Inflicts damage equal to 120% of the attack to a target and to adjacent enemies. A cone attack, 60% chance to cast Engraving of Destruction for 1 turn. Engraving of Destruction inflicts damage equal to 100% of max HP when skill 3 is used. This is the same thing that Eamon has, but this is actually on her S2 on a relatively low cooldown. This is monstrous. Monstrous. And of course, last but not least, we have Blade Storm. Inflicts damage equal to 120% of attack to all enemies. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 120 of attack to 3 targets. So it hits AoE and then it hits again to 3 targets with penetration. So yes, and you guys will wonder, what about the level ups? Now, just to show you guys that this is going to be part of the new skill enhancement, as they're going to try to be giving you guys more when you level things up individually. This is what I was slightly concerned about when I was going through this, is like, what are they going to do to entice us to pretty much summon more? That's pretty much what it's for, because I always suggested to just hold on to your dupes and just save them for a rainy day until you have them. But if you do happen to get dupes whenever you get them, either when you're summoning for multiple copies or later on, you'll actually be able to get different things as it levels up. So you'll see it here. Look, yellow. All of a sudden now the S1 has penetration damage. It did not have it on level 1 or 2, but then on level 3 it does. And you will see this same theory. As you can see now, the turns of the Mortal Charm is going up as well. Before, in the older ways, that only time anything was good is when it was at the max skill. The sequential 2, 3, 4, 5 were pretty low. They weren't as important. But now you'll see that they incrementally get a lot better. Some of them get different stats. So as we can see here, final of the Blade Tail, it will be penetration damage, 100% chance to get the Mortal Charm on a S1, which obviously is going to lead towards multi-striking and counter being pretty good to be able to 100% disable a target every time she hits them. Speaking of that, let me not forget about the loveliness that is the passives. Now her first passive applies Mortal Charm to all enemies for 2 to 4 turns at the start of the wave, which pretty much means that it can be in between those amounts of turns at the start of the wave. So as soon as the match starts, if we're talking PvP, right, all of them will have the Mortal Charm, which is strong. This also decreases enemies' heroes resolve by 1 turn at the start of the turn. Includes resolves that cannot be removed. This is what would counter characters like Eamon's resolve, that the character dies and then they just sit there, and they'll sit there until their actual turn comes up. Now she will actually be able to stop that from happening with her base passive, so that's pretty good for a base passive. You don't have to get her to 60 to do that, but if you do, Life Force becomes immune to revive unavailable and extinction. Extinction is something we'll look at later. And grants immortality, which you guys should be familiar with. It allows her to revive 3 times, but again is stopped if burned. Activates 2 times per battle, so she can revive twice. She cannot be made a revive unavailable, so she will do that. Yes, so now you can resolve on her and just have the time of your life, right? Just to be the complete annoying thing that you would like to be forever. So pretty much she's disabling targets, she's living forever, not forever, for a long time, and that's pretty much her stick. To be able to the wave to start off and just put a charm on them is pretty strong. pretty strong. So let's look at the S2. When you max it out, again, it's going to get penetration damage. It's going to have a 90% chance to cast the engraving on the cone attack, and that's pretty good. And also the cone attack, the engraving lasts for 3 turns, which is really good, especially if you make her go first. And the S3, of course, if you level it up now, will inflict penetration damage. The cross that's going to increase, but the second part will also do another hit of penetration damage to all enemies instead of 3 targets. So as you can see, it slowly ramps up. Now at level 3, it's 4 enemies now instead of just 3, and you see how that works. And then even here, it actually gets all enemies, not even at 6, but at 5, and then at 6 it goes up. So they're trying to entice you to definitely. Actually, no, I would say that they're not trying to entice you. They're just trying to reward you for getting dupes. Or if you got the character on the first pull, maybe you want to just still finish out that banner. That is pretty much what they're trying to entice you guys to do. Let me know what you guys think. And that is a big thing about this, because as we said, this is on a test build. Let them know about the name, because I like this name better. Just so you guys know, I like this name. Tyrione sounds so much cooler because it is a word, and it sounds like she's all about. She's such a controlling character, so to have such a word that sounds like that would be, to me, a little bit better. So but this is a good time to give feedback. Do you guys like the skill enhance system? Do you guys want it to be more than what it is? I think this is pretty good. I do like that now when I get 2 or 3 copies of a character, even down the road, at least this character will be dramatically better. And of course, what do you guys think about Tyrione? Because that's what I'm going to call her. Her another name, Tyrione, just, I don't know, sounds like a spinneroni, Tyrione, tenderoni. She is a tenderoni. She looks amazing. We can even spin her around. Oh, what am I thinking? Speaking of spinning around, let's look at these skills. S1, that's the blade tail. That charms you as a mortal. And the little giggle, you gotta respect that. S2, ooh, clean. Love it. And then S3, get ready. Oh, and it gets stuck in the screen. I respect that. And this is the Blade Storm. So she's just, it looks like it's almost coming off her body. She even has a little thing on the legs. See it one more time, of course. She's dancing in the back. So that is Tyrione, the sweet poison. And of course, poison, she's disabling them like the poison would. I don't know. I just like it. I like the whole design. Really good. Really good. But can she tear? Look at you see the hair? I'll admit that I am a sucker with the when characters have the long hair, the long ridiculous hair that makes absolutely no sense for them to have it that long. And she even decided to dye the tips of it. But hey, let's see what she actually does, because that would be important, right? It's a character video, so. So as we can see here, the crystal beam is going to be the S1, and then it will eventually get a whole bunch of text. At the end of its life, it will get 100% chance to inflict additional damage of 80% of the attack that ignores defense if the target has a debuff, and it will take us until the end of it to get that. So she's more of a thing, but guess what? She's the advent character. She's actually the advent character. It's her dungeon. She's going to be the advent, and we will go into that later. So it makes sense that you probably don't want to put too much here because you're supposed to farm out and then get this. But maybe that changes. And look at the S2, the Diamond Buster. Inflicts penetration damage equal to 120% of the attack to a target and 2 adjacent targets. It is a cone attack. 50% chance to apply Gem of Extinction for 2 turns. Heroes with Gem of Extinction cannot revive upon death. Resolves will not activate unless resolve cannot be removed. So pretty much she's, again, they're both, you know, I guess they're sisters. So it's like kind of like they really destroy that playstyle, which is everyone is annoyed by it. So it's pretty clear that, and I've said this in the past, is that what they've been trying to do with the game is to shut down the previous PvP meta that they leaked into the game, which was a lot of revives, a lot of resolves. So they're finding ways to help you kill characters quicker, and then also disable resolves and disable revives as much as possible to equal the playing field. So let's see what happens when you level this up. Just gets a little bit better. 80% chance to do this for 3 turns. You're gonna have the Gem of Destruction on, but like I said, she's the advent character, so it makes sense that her things aren't gonna skill up like her sisters. And lastly, the Jewel Prism inflicts damage equal to 120% of the attack, ignores defense to in a cone. And this one again, and it's probably the same pattern. Yep, only these ones are going to change drastically when because she is an advent character. It makes sense that for advent character that it changes at the end because they know you're going to farm it up. In comparison to a banner character that you're going to summon, use your crystals for, you're going to need to, you know, those characters need to feel more rewarded for going for dupes. So here it is. It ignores defense, 100% chance to inflict additional damage equal to 100% of attack that ignores defense if the target has a debuff. So her whole kit seems to be revolving around debuffs. Let's figure out why. She only has 1 debuff so far. So so now we have the S2, 100% chance to apply Gem of Extinction to the center target for 2 turns at the start of the wave. Luckily for us that every boss kind of has it. I don't know if this is the boss can put this on, but it's just kind of funny. Like, it's like, well, guess what? Slap that right on. 50% chance to apply the same effect to the two adjacent targets for the same turn at the start of the wave. Now here we go. Removes all buffs from enemies with Gem of Extinction at the start of the turn. That is crucial. That is what makes her amazing. That is what makes her crazy. So as you're spreading this out, so the center target's gonna get it. The S2 puts it has a chance to put it on in a cone, and at the start of her turn, they will just lose their buffs, which is amazing. Which is obviously amazing. That's even good if you can, like, if you have like Karen to like give her a turn, or any characters that do that. I think Karen's the only one that I could think of that can give her a turn. But it's really good because she'll go and then they can buff themselves and do all this crazy stuff, and she'll just remove all the buffs. So that's really good. The only difference is that I'm pretty sure Gem of Extinction is very likely a abnormal status, which means you probably can't put it on a boss. So, but as far as PvP is concerned, it's going to be really good for that, especially because depending on who their center character is, they're going to be made useless when she has a chance to go. Let's see the level 60 investment. Becomes immune to looming death. Increases the caster's damage dealt by 60% to all enemies if there is an enemy with Gem of Extinction. So as long as this goes on somebody in the beginning, she will get a 60% damage increase. And I forgot, like, a baddie to go through the leader skills. Let's just go through that real quick and then we'll look at her skills. Is that her leader skill actually increases light allies attack by 80% if their party has 5 light heroes. Again, it's the Electra, it's the big damage boost, but 80% actually might be the highest that I think I've seen of the, you know, the 5-man squad leader skills. And there it is. Tyrione also has it 80% if you're running a full dark party. So let's look at the skills. Nice. Shoots it from the middle. And that's how she puts the Gem of Destruction. I always like you can turn them around so you can see, because you'll be seeing them pretty much from this view. See, it like shoots out. And then the S3. Shoots a big old Kamehameha beam. It's a lot of build up just for that though. I definitely like Tyrione's better. Hers is just like a lot of build, and then it's just a beam. Hers, like, she does all the stuff, and then the sticking of the to the screen, it really like impels it like you're attacking that person. I do like that as an aesthetic. So what do you guys think of the two characters? Like I said, these are the new characters. Of course, if you guys don't already know how this works, is that she's the Advent character, she is light, and this is dark, so she is going to be the banner character. For her, she is going to give the bonuses. So here it is, her Advent dungeon. And then we look at the recommended heroes. And she's going to be one of the recommended heroes. Of course, with Ashley, who's going to get the Awaken. I will be going over that in a separate video. And also Miss Etika. So we're going to go over that. If you guys have these characters, obviously you won't have the first. I would definitely go get some Ashley. Get Etika. Level them up. It's time. It's definitely time to do that. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, and leave as much feedback as you possibly can on this video, because it helps. It helps. You know, it always helps companies. Even no matter how they might take it, at least you got your voice out there. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my voice out there. And yeah, I like Tyrione. I think she's really good. I like the spelling of her name. I like the Pierina. I like her as well. Yeah, Perina. Wait, Pierina is the dog food, but well, in America. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.